Welcome to the Veterans Corner, and thank you for inviting us into your home today. I'm Greg Gagne, a veteran advocate. The Veterans Corner primary mission is to help veterans with employment, and the secondary mission is in meeting their needs by bringing employers, nonprofit agencies, and veterans together. We do this by interviewing employers, nonprofit agencies here on the Veterans Corner. So if you are a veteran or know of a veteran that needs assistance, give me a call at 315-3259. If you are an employer or a nonprofit organization who wish to participate on the show, just give me a call at 315-3259 as well. This is a free service. Let's make a difference this year for our veteran heroes. For our guest today, we have Mr. Keith Cunningham. He is the Executive Counsel for the Louisiana Housing Corporation here in Baton Rouge, and he's to share some information with us about what the agency does and types of, rather, the responsibilities he had to bring it forth to the various business entities and whatever else we can get out of it. Okay. Keith, my friend, nice to have you on board.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Yeah.
One slight correction.
Okay, let's start off right.
The Executive Director of the Louisiana Housing Corporation. I am the Executive Counsel as well, but they've pushed me into the Executive Director's role.
I didn't know about that one.
Well,
yeah.
Things happen quickly.
Yeah. No big deal.
No big deal.
Okay. So tell me, what's happening with Louisiana Housing Corporation? Just what is it that they do to help Louisiana?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
Start off loaded. Anyway, what does it do?
We do a number of different things. The Louisiana Housing Corporation, formerly the Louisiana Housing Finance Agency, is the state's representation as it relates to housing. We ensure, or we try to ensure, that affordable housing opportunities are available to every citizen of the state of Louisiana. We do that through a mix of low-income housing tax credits, home-funded projects, all the way down to levels of where we provide subsidies to individual developers or to tenants. We have programs that help pay energy bills. We have programs that help weatherize houses. We have a number of different programs, all designed to make individuals' home ownership opportunity a reality and to make their home ownership opportunity a fruitful and good thing. Okay,
you covered a lot there just now, a lot of stuff. I know I met you when I came over here to see about the tax credits. I'd like to lean a little bit more towards that right now because dealing with businesses who could use tax credit if they want to invest in projects here in Louisiana. So just tell us a little bit about the tax credit side. I know it can get very technical, but I mean, just give us an overall view. Give enough information to wet their whistle, so to speak. Give them some information as how does it work.
Okay. Well, the low-income housing tax credit program is an IRS-funded program. It's a program that gives the individual an opportunity to get credits for developing affordable housing. Those credits are then passed through a syndicator and sold to investors for $1 or a basis of $1. That money is then used to actually create the development. So it's really a unique opportunity and probably one of the most successful housing programs that the United States has ever created. We've been able to do so much after disasters, so much is just meeting affordable housing needs in the state through the low-income housing tax credit. Yeah. The low-income housing tax credit requires individuals to meet certain income requirements in order to live there and certain other conditions and other requirements. But it's really designed to give people who are low to moderate income an opportunity to have safe, decent, and affordable housing.
Okay. That's something we desperately need here in Louisiana.
Absolutely.
And especially after the various floods we've had and for rehabilitation or rehab, of the houses. But for a business or an employee who wish to get involved with tax credits, is there any amount of money that if they want to get involved with it, like if they want to do a $100 million project? I'm sure you'll say yes.
Well, it's all about, it all depends. Yeah. It really is about the opportunities that are available. We encourage leveraging of dollars. We encourage taking dollars from all different sources to help drive down the cost of these developments because housing just continues to rise. The cost of housing continues to rise. And so in order to make those housing opportunities reality, we look to create a framework where we can work with local developers, we can work with local stakeholders, and try to provide opportunities to help them meet their needs. We don't want it to be a situation where Baton Rouge is telling you what your housing needs are.
Right.
We want to work with you so you understand what your housing needs are, so you can develop programs to address them. Low-income housing tax credits are just one vehicle for us to do that. We have several other programs that we fund, that we work through, that we believe, if done right, will help us achieve the goal of providing that housing,
Okay.
that much-needed housing.
I'll tell you what, just for the sake of argument, not argument, but I'm a nonprofit.
Okay.
It's designed for veterans, but of course, when I put it out there on TV and radio, the public hear it as well. So it's for everybody. Okay. Could you work with me?
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. We don't design the projects.
No, I mean, if I come with a project,
If you came with a project,
$10 million project, or $15 million, or $50 million, okay, you could work with me.
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I would ask you then, is how do we do this?
And that's where it gets complicated.
Yeah. I don't want to get into that now.
Okay.
Let's just,
Well,
the idea, we can work together.
Absolutely. We do funding announcements, and we do what's called a QAP, process by which we qualify projects to participate in our program.
Okay.
And so it's a competitive process. So you bring your project to the table along with anyone else who has an idea and a concept that they want to provide affordable housing. And we evaluate them on a set of criteria, some baseline criteria that are requirements.
Okay. I'll stop you right. I hate to do this right now, but this is going to end this first segment. When we get back, we'll kind of pick up where we left off. Okay, we are back with Mr. Keith Cunningham. He's with the Louisiana Housing Corporation. He's the executive director, and he's going to pick up where he left off from the first segment. Keith, my man, nice to have you on board again. So tell me, you were talking about these tax credits, I think.
Yes.
So where did we go from there?
So as part of the process, what the agency has done, unique for the first time, is we've created workshops. And in those workshops, we want to hear from the public as to what issues relate to housing and what the agency can do to try to address those through the low-income housing tax credit process. It's also an opportunity for individuals to understand it in detail, what the operation looks like, what the requirements are, and what we need to see as an agency in order to fund a project. Those workshops we've already conducted the first one. The second one will be conducted January. Sometime this month.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a third workshop. And at the completion of the workshops, a culmination of all of this will give us a document, a QAP, that we'll then publish after the governor signs it. We'll publish this QAP, and the QAP will then be used as a method to fund projects.
Okay. Because when I came to the tax credit seminar, in reading the invitation, it said, print out the 2016 application. And I did it, it was this thick. And of course, we got here and that wasn't what it was involved by. But it did give me some insight by going through it. So I mean,
Okay.
this is really a good program that you guys do over here. I mean, you guys accomplish a lot of stuff.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it.
You know.
We work hard to do it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you're willing to work with anybody that would come to you with a serious project that will make a difference in people's lives. Now, of course, with me, with Veterans Corner, I'm looking towards veterans, but I'm also talking to non-veterans as well. I try to give veterans first preference. However, that's more in line with employment, but I will help non-veterans as well. I just want everybody to know that the veteran will get first preference. Now, once I pass it on, it's out of my hands. That entity will do their process however they want it. But I do know you guys do a lot of good stuff. I've come here before with another organization and about a program. I'm still a part of it, but like I said, I've also started my program, Veterans Corner, nonprofit. And what I heard, that's one of the reasons why I was mentioned to you, and you said you might be doing income mortgage loans, and you said, I want to talk with you. I said, well, fine, we got something. You know?
Well, definitely. We have a single family program as well that creates opportunities from home ownership. We also work through homeless programs with our Louisiana Housing Authority. We have a number of different programs all across the state, continuum of care, ESG, a lot of programs designed to help individuals who are homeless or near homeless. What we find is it is much easier for us, it's much cheaper for us, and it's much better as a state for us to address issues before they become dramatic.
Okay.
It's just a cost savings measure.
Right.
If I can assist you before you become homeless, it becomes easier for me to assist you. Or if I can create a housing opportunity for you, then I can wrap around all the other services that may be a component of what you need as a veteran, or as someone who's homeless, or as a mother of a single mother with children, or any number of different avenues that people find themselves in that can kind of lead them down a road that is not favorable.
Yeah. Like just recently, I was in a Burger King, and I ran across a veteran who was listening to my conversation, and we jumped in. He said, yes, I was homeless, and now I have a job. I'm back up on my feet and everything. But if there's a chance of providing housing for the veterans, okay, even for non-veterans, but whatever project comes up, if I say, well, if we have a 50 housing units we want to put up in this area, okay, so we come to you, and with our project proposal to you, and you sit down there and you examine it, and analyze it, and to make sure it fits your requirements.
Right. It would, and again, it's a competitive process. Most of what we do is a competitive process. So what we would like to do is understand who wants to participate in our programs, and we want to give them the tools so where they can compete on a level playing field.
Okay.
So we want to give you an opportunity, or whoever is designing veteran housing, to understand what the agency is looking for, to bring your sources and your uses to the table, so we can identify where your gaps are and try to fill those holes to make that housing a reality.
Yeah. Well, I find that a lot of the gap is financial. That's the biggest gap.
Right, right.
Find someone who's willing to maybe put up $100 million or $50 million or whatever.
Definitely.
Like you also mentioned too, maybe there's a chance to do some leveraging involved with that.
Always, yes.
So I really want to talk with you about that off record, after the show. But you operate in all 64 parishes, right?
Yes.
Do you have an office in every 64 parish, or just certain, like Lake Charles, you have one?
No. We actually have one main office here in Baton Rouge.
Well, I'll tell you to stop right here, about the location. We'll be back to the second segment and come back to the third. back with Mr. Keith Cunningham. He's with the Louisiana Housing Corporation. He's the executive director, and he's going to pick up where we left off when it comes to location of the various offices here in Louisiana. So, Keith, where are we looking at as far as office where they can get in contact with you?
Definitely the 2415 Quail Drive location here in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
That's the main office. This is where our board meetings are held. This is where a number of our community meetings take place here at this building. We also have a building on Industrialplex, which is our weatherization training building. It's an opportunity for individuals to learn the skill of weatherization, which is again a part of a Department of Energy program that we run. And then we have another facility in Mid-City, downtown Baton Rouge, which is where the Louisiana Housing Authority is housed. And that facility is also a 60-unit apartment complex. Okay. So we are mainly focused and campused here in Baton Rouge, but we have the opportunity and the ability to reach out to any area of the state just upon call.
Okay, so just basically this is just statewide period.
Statewide period. We've had opportunities to do road shows in North Louisiana. We've done road shows in South Louisiana. We try to put ourselves in a position where we make it easy for people to understand what we do. We want the agency to be to realize the goal of affordable housing by using the local input. Right. Makes no sense for me to tell you what to do.
Yeah, no. Well, the thing is that I found I started with the state back in 2006. Okay, so I was a veteran representative back then.
Okay.
And I came across a lot of problems. So when it comes to dealing with the veterans and the housing and so forth, one thing I have found when it comes to veterans, and even the public, there are programs out there that the public doesn't even know anything about.
Absolutely.
And I keep using this as an example. When I was talking with Mr. Clarence Hawkins from the USDA, right? He said, Greg, the only thing people know about the USDA is the stamp on the meat. So I ended up doing that plus 5 other department heads under him. And my mouth just kind of dropped open of all that they can do.
Yes. Okay.
But nobody knows about it. Say, Greg, but we don't have the budget to go promote it. So he likes the idea of coming with me because I can go out there and promote it. Because whenever I do a show, I put it on my website, but then I go on television and radio and promote it, promote the website and so forth to let people know that they can come to veteranscorner.vet as a one-stop shop to get all kinds of information and about the various programs. So it's very important for me that having a chance to interview you, that's another part of the puzzle here in Louisiana.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Like with you guys, if you guys need something to go out or send out to the public, I don't mind coming here and do another interview. You promote, we do it. It's free.
Definitely.
And I will go to the various channels, go to the various radios, promote it, and so forth. So it's another way of eliminating some of that expense you're trying to hold on to go around the state and everything else. But if I can do that for you guys, that'd be fine. I mean, I'm always willing to.
We're always looking for partners. And anyone that helps us achieve this mission, we consider valuable. So we'll be looking out to see how we can enlist you and how we can use you to help further the mission. We work well with USDA. We're continuing developing and growing partnerships. So it's what I see is really an opportunity. Housing has never been made as big an issue in the state of Louisiana as it is everywhere else. But we intend to change that. Housing ends up being one of the most important things that affects all of our lives.
You don't have a roof over your head.
Don't have a roof over your head, you definitely get wet. You definitely get wet, definitely.
So, and what you guys are doing, and like I said, I commend you guys for doing that. But it's just a matter of information.
Getting the information out there.
It's like, I usually say that, I'm gonna say it anyway, but with this statement, my people perish because of lack of information. And that's where we are lacking, is letting the community know that we're
here, that we're here.
Like, even though I'm on television and radio and everything else, people run up to me and say, I didn't know you existed. So, I mean, you guys are a large corporation here, and they still don't know what
Absolutely. Years ago when I bought my first house, if I had known this place existed, I could have saved myself considerable money, but I didn't. So I understand exactly what you're saying. An opportunity really to get information out about what this agency does, just simply as an opportunity to help people help themselves.
Right.
So we look forward to anything we can do to partner with you to get the information out about what affordable housing means, what we intend to do to help individuals, and what's at our, what's in our bag as far as our resources. So like I said, we do everything from pay your light bill to weatherize your house.
Well, I'm sure. When you say pay your light bill, I know a lot of people don't want to come to your door. But I do know that in talking with people I know in my network, so to speak, which I've just gotten involved with them, and they asked me, Greg, we would like to use you since you are a nonprofit, and if it involves veterans, we definitely want to use you. Okay, so it's something I need to talk about, and I know this is ending on this ending of the show. I'm sorry to say, but we'll get back with you at a later date.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us into your home today. Please spread the word around about the Veterans Corner Show. I'm Greg Gagne. Call me at 315-3259. Thank you, and God bless America.